We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out, I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's to never looking back, cause the past doesn't last long as we're together. Just keeps getting better, just keeps getting better. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever, young forever. We'll stay young forever. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living
draw. Hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and a muse from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, stews in a bedroom, booze in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get three dimensions stuffed in a two. Then it's off to a school where it's all you can do, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a two-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod, distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light, I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize, I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been, continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture, back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right. Or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush, then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then two, then three, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall, I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolve, I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings.
Everything's not okay. Everything is not okay. No. Everything is not okay. Nope, 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 not okay.
wish all the hashtags, likes, and tweets would find a way to get lost. Yeah, and when I pull up to the scene, I wonder what the hell is the cost. And yeah, I know you never seen nothing like this before. Yeah, but this is different. Yeah, I deserve to find some self-comfort. So find a way to it's all for nothing. And we fight and beg and greed, and then we go and act like something. And our hearts burn with the heat of 1,000 suns. Yeah, and we cry out loud, 'cause we just want attention. And we feel alive from a fake medium. Yeah, I won't accept this life that fate is given. So find a way to get lost. So find a way to get lost. Just find a way to get lost.
0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun on third down, Newt trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the first-rounder, Vernon Hargreaves. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be in. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will top... Defense is going to need to come up with something extraordinary here as they're up against a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. And
he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says run? coming up here. This defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. A.J. McCarron. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football.
So here's the situation. They forced the fumble, got the football, and now they have it in the red zone. 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Jump back into the action with his defense up against a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, Newton. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing is Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up...
That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Brown. Second quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead into intermission? And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here's McCarron to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchdown. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself?
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ginn. Oh, nice move. He won't go down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Holding. Defense.
No.
So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. It's a gain of 5.
Holding, man.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. William Golston in on the stop.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Finding time. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. The Chiefs come into this one with the home crowd behind them. That's important.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Todd Gurley, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Coons on to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Stills over the middle. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And it's 4th and 3.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching back now in Foxborough. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And now here comes Kansas City. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
20, 23.
Now a play fake here on first down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
The one running back is Gurley, and they'll give it to him here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Time for a break. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Owen Daniels, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So they got the 6, now the extra 2 on the conversion. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is still...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Marcus Peters was the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in the 2015 season. and there was a big reason why. We just saw another example there. Late game, he goes up, picks the ball off, finishes things off, a victory for his team.
You mentioned the 2015. What a start to his NFL career. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Brady going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
They'll look to throw. And caught by Cameron right side. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, slow down. 380. 380.
Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 11 yards for number 11. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down.
Oh, that was creepy.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a cow with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically clear. I am vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present, now, present, come out.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's hard to...
Larry, it is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year as you take a look inside NRG Stadium here in Houston. Coming up, it's a rematch for last year's AFC wildcard round between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Brock Osweiler. Of course, he surprised a lot of people jumping from Denver to Houston in the offseason. Standing 6'7", he's a big threat.
And he's helping break stereotypes down because there is a big stigma, or at least there was in the NFL, about quarterbacks being too tall. And 6'6", 6'5", that's where they kind of was the cutoff. But at 6'7", his ability to move, nimble of foot, good arm, goes back to his days as a basketball player. You remember, he almost went to Gonzaga to play hoops. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Osweiler on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. Right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Osweiler will throw again. Surveying the field. Gets it to Strong. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the 10.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alfred Blue, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
So that drive 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion of Travis Kelce. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first down throw, it's Smith. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Smith. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Out of the gun, Smith. Catch made right side by Wilson. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get him running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
They begin with a carry for Blue. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. It's a safety run. Parker there to make the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
One quarter down. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Houston in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
All right, guys. I think I am going to end the stream. Get a little bit tired. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is reset day, Destiny. So what we might do is play, see the beta out, and then once the beta's done, play a little bit of Destiny 1's reset. Do Crucible Nightfall Strikes story mission, and whatever else. But anyways, guys, damn, I didn't even see you in here. What are you doing in here, Second Chance? You should be able to hear me now. Ah. Well, I'm glad you're coming in to spend your break time with me at 3 o'clock in the morning. But what I was saying was, I hope you guys enjoyed this football stream. It's something I used to do on Monday nights. Maybe I'll put it in the rotation. If it's something you guys enjoy, if it's something you guys don't enjoy, let me know. Anyways, tomorrow's Destiny. We'll probably see the Destiny 2 beta out. I think it's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night when it's done, and then we'll play some Destiny 1. I do love each and every one of y'all's faces. I really do. Let's bring some... I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I played a little bit of Ghost. I mean, if you want to buy me Rainbow Six Siege, I'll play it. But we really need to get a day of practicing. That or come play some Ghost Recon Wildlands with me. I don't know. You know, I'm not big on tactical games, at least until PUBG comes out. When Battlegrounds comes out, I think it'd be a different story. Not what I've seen. What I've seen was like $40-50, but matter of fact, we can go in the store right now. Oh, $24.99 at GameStop. That'd be cheaper than that for me. But yeah. Yeah, well, I have a whole hard drive full of digital. You know, it's a lot easier to going digital than oh, come on. Grabbing a handful of games like this, I can just figure out what I can just look through my game library and figure out what I'm going to play. But I had some COD coming up. I had played some Ghost. I was going to play some Black Ops 2. I was going to try to play a Black Ops 3, but I don't know. Anyways, gonna be the last week where I got free time to stream. Starting next week, guys. It's gonna be a real grind. I'm gonna be working 10 hours at night, and then coming home and trying to get enough sleep and spend time with you guys all in 24 hours. So bear with me next week if there's some days where I just pop on Twitter and don't make it. I really want to try to do 5 days a week, but it might end up just being a three day stream week. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Anyways, yep. So, oh yeah, well that's what I was telling you, guys. Let's fill up. Well, the Burrow's not here, but let's get to 200 followers on Beam, Mixer, and Twitch, so that we can bring those Mixer people over here to Twitch and work on getting me affiliated. Once we get affiliated, guys, we can get some bits going. I got plans. I got things I want to add to the overlay. Sky is really the limit. I'll have a sub button. You guys can subscribe through Twitch. If you guys have Prime, you guys can use your Prime. You guys can use your Twitch Prime on me. You know, and everything I make stream-wise is going to go, you know, back into the stream, whether it be making it better, games, giveaways, you know, better camera. I mean, stuff for the stream. So, let's work on that. Let's work on getting affiliated. But yeah. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I think I'm gonna make it 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock Eastern time. To we're gonna try to do 5 or 6. We're gonna try to do a 5 or 6 hour stream tomorrow, at least. I know I got orientation. I gotta do an online orientation sometime tomorrow. My official start date's tomorrow. Other than that, guys, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. But yeah, I'll see. Yeah, thank you, Second Chance. Thank you. It just kind of fell in my lap. Like I wasn't even really trying for it. It just kind of like bloop. Here you go. I ain't gotta deal with people. You know, I can work in my prime hour. You know what I mean? And still have some daylight. Plus, there's perks to the job that I really like. But I don't know what else there is. Second Chance. I hope you have a good rest of the workday. Whoever else is in here, you know, I hope you guys have a good night, good sleep. I think I'm gonna cruise to the YouTubes and maybe watch an episode of Netflix, and then I'm gonna go to bed. 4 hours left. Don't look at that clock though. That clock make it go slow. Dude, I gotta make it to a payday before I can even think about getting something extra right now. You know what I mean? Once money starts flowing back in and I can pull out my 401k from my old job, it's on like Donkey Kong. You know what I mean? There's let's see. Let's just to give you an idea. I'm gonna give you a rough estimate what's in my 401k. It might take 2 or 3 months to pull it out, but I mean, in my last job, they still owe me about $100. They still owe me a week of vacation. So well, yeah, we'll talk about that. Figure out what all classifies as training. Yeah, there's a little over $1,100. There's a little over 11 grand in my 401k. So you gotta think. You gotta think, you know, taking out taxes. Save it. Save it for what? can't really do that. I gotta get me a truck so that I can venture on during the winter and move stuff. Rainy days. Well, yeah. I'm definitely gonna save it for rainy days. I know I gotta pay back a bank loan. I gotta pay back a bank loan. I do want to get a decent streaming setup. You know, a good desk, good lights. You know, good presentation. Nothing too expensive. Just the desk and lights and green screen and a good mic and a stream deck. But and the rest of that's going to be saved. I'm going to put it in a savings account and just save it. You know, I mean, I'm just going to use that for rainy days. Dang. Yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can play for 12, 13 hours in that game. That game looks very trolly. Looks like a lot of cancer in that game. But you know what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I need to find me a good team, not just for you know Destiny, but for COD, for for PUBG when it comes out. You know, Paladins, Overwatch. You know, even Ghost Recon Wildlands and The Division. Cause from what it looks like, it's me and you. It's me and you. You know what I mean? You know, from what it looks like, it's me and you. Yeah, but they're all stuck on one game. You know what I mean? They're all stuck on one game. But still, only stuck on one game. You know, and none of you guys want to come over to my side. You know what I mean? None of you guys, Rainbow Six. None of you guys want to come over and play one game of Destiny. No, I'm stuck on Destiny. I'm going to play Destiny to the day I die, but you guys are all stuck on Rainbow Six. You guys want me to come over there, but you guys won't come over here. Yeah, I don't understand Smite. It's like playing Hearthstone? Yeah. Convince you to why to play Destiny? 'Cause it's where all the cool kids are playing. You know what I mean? Besides people that are on pro teams, everybody else, look, Destiny is fucking Trials of Osiris is 3v3. It's like search and destroy without the bombs. You know, you have to play as a team. You have to be tactical. Or you just ain't gonna make it to flawless. But you gotta like loot too. I mean, if you're playing Trials or Osiris and you don't care about the gear or the game, and it doesn't matter. But the new mode, Countdown, is 4v4, which is right up your guys' alley. And it's like Destiny's version of Search and Destroy. Each player gets a revive token, so you can only revive one person. And you gotta plant or defend one or two bombs. You gotta plant or defend the two bombs. It was very fun. It was very fun. If I had a team, even that's never even played Destiny, and brought them into the beta and played Countdown, I think I had loads of fun. But you know, I'm not saying I'm into tactical. I'm not into tactical competitive play anymore. I'm not into the cancerous communities, the teabagging, the trolling, the douchiness of competitive play anymore. You know, that's why I can't play COD. I just can't play COD. You know what I mean? And if I play COD, I'm playing old CODs. Well, yeah. But that's all I'm playing is pubs. You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, but then you gotta worry about DDoSing and I don't know. I don't have the sanity to be super sweaty. I don't have the sanity to be super sweaty. Like, I appreciate that host access, but I'm about to end the stream. But anyways, I don't have the sanity, and I'm very Methodical. I don't know. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. And it's like 3:30. I can't even think. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Let me end this stream. Anyways, guys. Let me find my OBS. Anyways. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys coming by on your break, in between streams, whatever. Appreciate you guys coming by. I really do. I really appreciate you guys coming by. If you guys haven't clicked that follow button, be sure you click that follow button on your way out. And I will see you guys tomorrow.